This is the Withings BeamO device. I just got my hands on it today. I'm going to share what it is like. This is a health scanner. This is a stethoscope, an EKG, body temperature sensor, all in one. I think this is the future of health devices, and people don't even realize the power in this little thing. I'm so excited about this tool. No one's talking about it. It is the Withings BeamO. Let's get into it. Now, Withings just got FDA clearance in the United States to be able to sell this device. This is the BeamO. It does a whole bunch of stuff, measures your heart, your breathing, your lungs, body temperature, respiratory, cardiovascular. It's enhanced telehealth. You can send all the information to your doctor. It supports Apple Health, Google Fit, Google Health Connect, I guess, iOS, Android, ECG, oximeter, stethoscope, thermometer. It does it all. If you didn't know, I actually have the Withings, I think it was called Nokia at some point, like Thermo. And this is just a body temperature scanner. And I purchased this myself. I actually really like it. If you get sick, you can double check your body temperature. I obviously wear Aura, Whoop, and all those things, and those can measure your temperature at night. But this will measure it during the day to confirm if you're getting sick or not. So that's kind of why I have this. Maybe I just get sick too often. But this is an upgrade. It is the Withings Thermo, and if you put them Withings BeamO, if you put them side by side with the Thermo, it's definitely much larger, but they do have the same sensors. So the temperature sensors are right here. You can see how they're very similar. But this adds a couple more. You've got the ECG up here, the oximeter down here, and then you can also measure your heart and lungs as well by placing it on your chest. This one has a cover for the temperature sensor. This comes with a little cover baggie, and the versions are actually slightly different if you buy it in the US versus Europe, so just keep that in mind. It's super compact. It's really easy to use. It comes inside of this box with a charging cable, USB-A to USB-C. The ports on this are USB-C, which I do appreciate. I don't never gonna use this cable, probably throwing it away. It comes with this nice little carrying case, which is cool. Keeps it protected. And then it comes with a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter TRS or headphone jack to be able to hear the stethoscope. So you'll go ahead and just plug this bad boy in. And if you have wired headphones, I want to see if it works with USB-C headphones. Then you can plug your 3.5 millimeter headphones in here and be able to hear the heartbeat as you place this on your chest or someone else's chest, your family's chest. And then you can also send that stethoscope data to your doctor. So it's a thermometer, forehead thermometer, ECG, so you can place your palms on to get the ECG, and then the stethoscope to be able to measure your heart and lungs. And you want to keep the device steady against your body. You're actually using the bottom part. The digital stethoscope is right here on the bottom. You can't really see anything, but that's where the sensor is at. And I love Withings. I have the smart scale. I want to get their watches. I have the blood pressure monitor and obviously the thermo here. So I use all Withings health devices. I think they make great technology, and it's just so cool that they keep building on top of that. And I'm excited for what they just keep adding on. A lot of this stuff was announced a long time ago, but it's finally getting released now. So we know what it looks like. Now, how does it work? So there's a hotspot Gen 2 temperature sensor, which is infrared, 2 stainless steel electrodes for ECG, and a multi-wavelength PPG for oximeter, a piezoelectric disc for stethoscope, a force sensor for pressure detection, and it will give you body temperature, fever detection, heart rate, ECG with AFib detection, cardiovascular auscultation, heart sounds, respiratory auscultation, which is lung sounds, and contactless temperature measurement. So you can press it against the forehead to get your temperature. So how does it work? We'll go ahead and turn this bad boy on. It's going to show up the names that you want to use with. So I'll select myself. I can say temperature, and now it's going to say, okay, this is the temperature side, which is the top here. You want to place it against your forehead. Measurement in progress. We're going to scan my forehead right here. Boom, boom. It's scanned, and now it's going to give me a body temperature sensor, 98.8. It's going to instantly send that to the Withings app. So now I'm going to be able to get the data inside of the Withings app here. If I go to my BeamO, it just needs to sync. Now, how do we'll let that sync. Now, what else? SpO2 is not activated in the US, just a heads up. So if you don't buy it in the US, you cannot, the SpO2 is not active yet. Stethoscope feature, we have changing users and then off. So let's try ECG SpO2. So we're just going to do SpO2. We're going to rest our fingers on the electrodes. You want to make sure if I press it heavier, that's where we want it right in the green zone. Now that's the right amount of pressure we want. I'm pressing up against it. We're seeing our ECG data. Ideally, I don't want to be talking while I'm doing this, so I will pause for the next 20 seconds. Boom, ECG recording complete. It'll be sent in the Withings app, and if you have Withings Plus, you can get some analysis from a professional as well. So now this can detect atrial fibrillation or AFib, most common for arrhythmia. And there's a red light. There you go, 99 heart rate, SpO2. That's cool. That was really cool. Digital stethoscope. Now, how does that work? That's kind of the coolest feature here. We go to stethoscope. We have options now. We have heart and we have lungs. So let's do lungs first. It's going to show you right here. You want the front top side of your chest. So we're going to do this. We go top left, is it? Is that? Yeah. So top left. I'm going to press go. You have 15 seconds. Stay still. Boom. Lung sound recording complete. Now we're gonna do the bottom left rib, right rib, and bottom left side, right underneath my chest. This is the future of health, being able to just have something at home. This is insane. So lung sound recording complete. So we got all the sides, and then we can go do the back as well. I can't reach my back. And then we can also do heart. So heart are just different areas that you need to test for. Let's do it. We need top left, top right, heart sound recording complete, top right underneath the chest, left side right underneath, and then right, left side right underneath. Complete. All right, we have check marks everywhere. So now we should be able to upload and get some data. Wide. Oh, you can get full wide breathing if you want. Recording complete. So you're literally just holding it. It's recording data, and then it's going to be sent to the app. You can send it to a doctor if needed. You can listen to it through the headphones. I think this is the future of healthcare. Being able to just measure things at home, send it to a remote doctor. They can kind of give you advice on what you need to do without you having to go to the doctor's office. If you have a family, things are busy. Being able to just do these measurements at home, potentially using AI to get guidance, in the initial stages to remove the time needed for a lot of doctors to give you a diagnosis. Obviously, this is not a medical device. It is FDA approved now, but it can give you insights to be able to double check certain things. This is great for parents with young children, if you have chronic conditions, and if you're really a telehealth dependent user. I started using telehealth a lot more because it's cheaper. My health insurance doesn't cover a lot. So being able to have this information, send it to my doctor super easily, I think is huge. And as this becomes more normal and everyone has one of these in their home, imagine that you're able to track this information, send it to a doctor. They can look at the data for you, give you insights and things that you need to do, especially with the ECG and being able to monitor heart conditions. It's going to change the game. I'm excited. So what are some tech specs about this? It gives you about 8 months of use per charge. You can charge it in 1 hour via the USB-C cable. Ton of things that you can do. It has Bluetooth Low Energy, Wi-Fi with a 2.4 gigahertz band, and there's also LTE Cat M1 in the optional Pro version. You can have up to 8 users plus a guest mode, and it is FDA cleared for the US market as of November 2025. It is CE marked for European market in April of 2025 and TGA approved for Australia. It's clinically validated with 6 patent applications. The ECG is 97.9 to 100% accurate for endpoint detection. The SpO2 RMSE below 2.5%, the pulse rate RMSE below 3 beats per minute, and the temperature is clinical grade accuracy. Some things to note: the ECG is not to use with pacemakers, defib, or electrical implants. Pregnant people should consult a doctor before use. And the ECG is for ages 18 plus. The thermometer and stethoscope are safe for all ages, including babies. Now, this is really interesting because it can create value in terms of telehealth visits, being able to capture information from a doctor, get the live audio streaming in real time. It's going to eliminate a lot of guesswork that doctors do over the phone. You're kind of like presenting live information that they might need to diagnose certain illnesses. So that's freaking cool. The Withings Plus subscription, you'll get 1 month free with a purchase. And then with that, you get AI-powered health insights, trend analysis, and daily missions and targeted advice, consultation with cardiologists, dietitians. After the trial, it's $100 per year or $9.95 per month. It's not required to use the BeamO, but it gives you these optional enhancements. This is also HSA and FSA eligible. So if you want to use those accounts to purchase this, it's a medical grade certification, makes it an eligible medical expense. And there's just some issues. The digital stethoscope requires skill. It gives you the drawings of where to put it, but I already made one mistake. So you need to know where do you want to place it. It requires 4 front, 4 back measurements for complete lung assessment. I can't reach my back, so the person who's doing it needs to know how to do it properly and position it properly. Some doctors will probably be skeptical about the usefulness of home recordings. They're like, I just want to do it myself because I know I'm going to do it right. There are age restrictions with family use. So like the ECG is only 18 plus. So if you're a parent who wants to use all these for your kids, you're really only getting half the features. And some of these restrictions apply to all other wearables, like ECGs can't be used unless it's for adults, where if you want to do that, you have to go to a doctor's office. It does require the mandatory app and Wi-Fi dependency, so you can't just use it on its own. That's one downside, but this thing only costs $249.95, which is insane for a little device that can do so much. Something that can just track your health, get some basic data. I don't know. For me, the temperature detection is such a huge value that just having this around the house to be able to quickly do that, track data, get trends, and know all these things over time is a huge win. And there's no competitor out there that's like this. I think if you're someone who cares about your health, wants to just track your kid's health, even just the temperature detection, potentially the ECG stuff, everything else is like a nice to have. Those two can dramatically impact the health in your family. So we'll have a link down in the description. Use discount code Shervin if you do plan to buy it. This is the Withings BeamO. Let me know what questions you have. I'll do a more in-depth review if you want to see that on my main channel at Shervin Shares. Follow me there and on all the socials. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.